Welcome into Black and Gold Insider. This is the show where we get to know the players of LAFC a little bit better. And we're thrilled to have LAFC goalkeeper Hugo Lloris join us today. How are things, Hugo?
Hi, Max. Thank you for receiving me. All good. Thank you. Preparing next game.
We get to know you a little bit, and we talk about your early beginnings in France. And I know we've moved a little bit along from there, but talk about the transition, things about in France that you first knew about LAFC that drew you to this club.
Well, I was already in England when I heard about LAFC, and obviously the signing of Carlos Vela made a lot of noise, in Europe, because getting a player of his talent, it was something really huge, for LAFC, and then I started to really look after the team when you sign players like Giorgio Chiellini, like Gareth Bale, obviously, like Denis Bouanga, and and since then, it was tough at that time to imagine myself one day wearing the LAFC jersey, but we made it happen, and I'm proud of it. Yeah.
That was quite a reaction when you were at Tottenham Hotspur, when you see that LAFC signed a former teammate of yours like Gareth Bale and Giorgio Chiellini. We are very young in our soccer and our soccer history. But when you see, how was that received? And not just from you, but when you look at how people portray or view Major League Soccer, that this league is making these improvements, these leagues is starting to grow.
Well, to be honest with you, during my time in Europe, you don't see much about. I didn't see much about MLS games. It happened later, maybe because of the time difference also, but also I will say that bringing names bring probably some visibility to the league, but there is still this problem with the time difference that you can't watch game on live, but we can see, the improvement of the league. I think the MLS, all the MLS club, they've worked really well and really hard, to reduce the gap with the Mexican top club, and I think right now we have a really competitive league, but there is still a gap to improve.
Was the perception a little different from when you heard, whatever you heard about it may have been small, but the perception when you arrived and how you were received and the level of play, was it a big leap in that sense?
What I already said, I was a bit surprised, about the level. It's far better than what I thought, and also the perception that we can have, in Europe is just a different football, I would say, because in terms of organization, in terms of players, there's so many restrictions, compared to European clubs, and it makes the task even harder for clubs, but at the same time, it helps to maintain financial health, for the league and for clubs. So let's see. I think that there is still a lot to do, and I believe that the best is ahead of us.
How do you feel in your goalkeeping play, especially in 2025? You have made some amazing saves, certainly sharp as attack. As you come in here, many people would say, all right, this is the back end of my career, but you're playing at a very high level. How have you been able to maintain that, and how do you see your play in the new season?
Well, I believe like every player that make a move from a different league or different continent, there is always a time to adapt. I had to adapt and to understand the demand of the game, also to understand my new environment, my new teammates, and then getting games, I've become more confident and more comfortable, and you will see now is my second season, and I have more reference than before. But yes, I feel good. It's not easy, I will say, to fit with the schedule. A lot of games, a lot of travel. It's already difficult to deal with when you play a game a week, but when you play 3 games in a week and you have to go away, in terms of recovery, it's not the best. But we adapt. We adapt, and I think it's working quite well, and I would say with all the coaching staff, the confidence that we have, the trust, also with Oka, I try to provide me the best and to put me in the best condition. So, but again, there's a long way to go. I mean, we are only early April, and there's many games ahead still.
Have you gotten used to the travel, or is that something you just don't get used to with the airplanes? Because obviously, I imagine at Spurs, there's a lot of bus rides to play other London opponents. Do you get used? Has it settled in a little bit for you?
To be honest, it's well organized, but it's just you have to digest. Your body. You need your body. I mean, for myself, I always need 48 hours at least, to recover from a game. But we can't complain. I think yes, there's a lot of travel, a lot of distances, but at the same time, I think the club provide the best to the players, to recover as good as we can. But it's just the demand of the schedule and the game, and it's how it is.
Yes, and you played in one of the coldest games in MLS history. You played in a snowstorm. You played at altitude. So they're throwing the book at you.
Once a year. There's always a surprise to me. Yes.
This is going to be a dumb question. How often do you think about having lifted a World Cup? That moment, you get there, moment you're like, that's got to be satisfying as a player.
I believe it's more about people around me that that are speaking about it than myself. Honestly, I'm just. I believe I'm just a normal guy that try to be as professional as I can, enjoy my routine in football, but also outside football with my family, try to give the best education to my kids, and enjoy the time with them. And also I'm not the type of person that look backwards. I always focus on the present, and also giving to myself some target, in the future, and so, but it's part of my history, I would say. So yeah, I'm proud of it, but I don't need to think about it.
We'll think about it for you. Do you keep up? Do you watch the French national team when you get a chance when they're playing?
I follow results. It's more because of the schedule and time difference, that I can't watch games. But if I have the possibility, I will do it, obviously. But at some point, it happened a few times. We were already on the pitch training. It's 9 hours. It's a lot. It's a lot of time difference. But I will say it's on me. You know, it's like I mean, everywhere I went, every club I played for, or even the national team, I used to I don't know how to explain, but just you know, you want to be part of a club, you want to be part of a team, and also you want it's in your DNA, you know. When you play
Sure.
4 years for a club, you give everything to the club, and then you move to another one. But it's in your DNA. So it's how I'm really intense the way I live football, and so the relation with people, with teammates, with fans follow you the rest of your life. You know, it's part of your memory, and but yeah, it's how I built myself. Yeah.
As you mentioned about looking forward, and we've spoken to so many players, and obviously you have a lot of clout being Hugo Lloris. We spoke to Cabral Carter, and he's talking about learning from you, and Thomas Hassal, just being a mentor. How's that something you approach for, knowing the experiences you've had and how that could benefit younger goalkeepers, younger players?
Well, I mean, I will never change the game of a player. You know, I think every player has his own attribute, his own quality, skills. Obviously, we can talk about details, about feelings, and I'm really open about that. You know, I think also being yourself every day and showing how you prepare yourself for games, for competition. I think you also have a responsibility towards them. You know, they are young and they need to learn. You know, from their teammate, even I would say senior teammate like myself, and so you have to, I would say, lead by example. You know, and that's also how I want to proceed. But also, you know, it happens that I can spend 5-10 minutes with one of them or with them and talking about even everything, not only about the pitch, but also the life. And I think that's also how I want to live football. You know, right now I receive a lot, and it's time also to give it back. You know, and also they have amazing spirit, amazing mentality. So you just want to help them. So. But at the same time, you know, you have to stay open for them if they have any question, any doubt, but also when they do well, you need to support them. You know.
Did you have a mentor growing up, or somebody that if you put yourself in that young goalkeeper's role, someone that you said, "All right, what does he do? How do I get better?" Maybe not getting advice, but just seeing how they do things.
Yes, it's hard because everything arrived very early in my career. I put the standard really high, really early in my career. So I had to be focused on myself. I also got inspired by watching other keepers. But I will say there is different people that I could consider like a mentor. Some people that you meet, you know, in your career, in your life, and then they add something, you know, in your life, you know, and it happened with Joël Batz, you know, at Lyon. He was my goalkeeper coach, and I will say kind of mentor. He taught me how to play at the highest level, you know, how to play every 3-4 days. And also he helped me to improve my game and make the best chance, you know, to get the national team spot. And then when I went to England, I met another person really important, you know, and I really needed that help at that time, you know. It's Toni Jimenez, the goalkeeper coach of Mauricio Pochettino. He added, you know, few things, you know, in my game, and he helped me, you know, to reach the level that I really wanted. And then during all my time in national team, I spent most of my time with him. It's Franck Raviot, is the goalkeeper coach of the French national team. And so I would say those three people mean a lot to me, and I'm still in touch with them, but they really helped me, you know, to improve, not only as a professional or as a goalkeeper, but also as a man. You know, it's not only about talking about games or about performance, but also about life, you know. So yeah, I'm really grateful towards them.
Yeah, and Toni Jimenez and obviously Mauricio Pochettino now with the U.S. men's national team, and if they made an impact with you, Hugo, that's good for us in the United States.
Yeah, be patient. I'm sure. I mean, there's a lot of good things that can happen. You know, I mean, it's not easy in a short time to change everything, but they've got amazing ideas of football, and they are really demanding, and you know, I believe in them, and I have big hope, you know, for the US national team. It's just a bit. I know there's a lot of expectation, but you cannot change everything in 2 games or 3 games. It's just it demands a time, and the main target, I will say, is the World Cup, and there's still time, you know, to adapt and to prepare the team. So, but it's how it is, football. You don't have time anymore like before.
No time.
No.
Were you able to catch up with Toni when he was in Los Angeles?
Yes. I went to visit them, Mauricio, and all his coaching staff. You know, it's always a pleasure to see them. I think no one would predicted, you know, that we will meet in Los Angeles one day. So no, it's just how it is, life, football, and we have the same passion, we share the same values, and I think all of them, we all want challenges in our life, and we want to, you know, to compete. So I'm really happy for them, to see them in that situation, and I really hope that it will work. But I believe it will work. So yeah.
Well, if you say it too, and I think so. We just need a little bit more time. But Hugo, we appreciate you sharing your story with us. And I know you're going to look forward to exploring Los Angeles a little bit more as you stay here. And hopefully it's a long stay in LA and you live here for forever and ever.
Who knows? No, my family and I are really happy, you know, and we will see. I don't know what the future will be like, but could be a possibility. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Thank you, Hugo. We'll see you soon. Best of luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hugo Lloris joining us here on Black and Gold Insider and Open Book, telling about his story. I hope you appreciate that. We'll be back again next week on the show. Until then, this is Max Bretos saying, let's go Black and Gold.